has warned that people should avoid all bushland in the state tomorrow. The Royal Fire Service has issued a catastrophic warning for the Sydney and Hunter region for the first time since the highest warning level was introduced a decade ago. In response, the Premier Gladys Berejiklian has declared a week-long state of emergency, while a total fire ban will be in force for 48 hours. In Queensland, a very high fire danger rating is in place across most of the state as fire authorities battle more than 50 fires. The New South Wales State of Emergency Declaration will give Rural Fire Service Commissioner Shane Fitzsimmons broad powers to coordinate the allocation of government resources and direct agencies. The Commissioner is urging people in affected areas to have plans in place now.
As we speak, we continue to have more than 60 fires burning across New South Wales. More than half of them remain uncontained. 10 of them are at the Watch and Act alert level, and given what we saw yesterday and the expected weather conditions again today, we can expect to see the alert levels increase on a number of these fires up in northern New South Wales. The conditions are still extremely dry, the fire behaviour is still quite volatile, and there are still lots of communities in the northeast of the state that remain at risk today. Not only are we dealing with an extraordinary amount of fires in northeastern New South Wales and elsewhere, tomorrow we are facing some horrendous conditions. Under catastrophic conditions, the safest thing you can do is not be in an at-risk area. Catastrophic conditions, the focus is principally and foremost on life safety. Life is at risk when it comes to catastrophic conditions, and as we've said for decades now, we cannot guarantee a fire truck at every home. We cannot guarantee an aircraft will be overhead every time a fire is impacting on your property. We cannot guarantee that someone will knock on the door and give you a warning that there's fires nearby. And we certainly cannot guarantee that despite our best efforts, the technological tools available will deliver you a message in time. If fires start and take hold, they can be burning and impacting on people's homes, people's property, before we even get a 000 call, let alone getting a fire appliance or an aircraft to start dealing with that fire. Preparing yourself now, making decisions, having conversation with your loved ones about what you're going to do and where you're going to be if you're in a catastrophic area tomorrow is absolutely critical. We know the fires on the north coast are not going to be contained ahead of tomorrow's weather, which means those fires are going to spread. They're going to spread quickly and they're going to spread aggressively. The risk is real to pretty much any communities in and around the proximity of all those fires burning on the north areas of New South Wales, particularly given the forecast of hot temperatures, dry winds dominating out of the west or northwesterly areas. You can pretty much guarantee anybody to the east or southeast as a predominant pattern will certainly be at risk and potential risk of these fires in the north coast tomorrow. We've also got fires that are burning closer to Sydney and in the lower Hunter area. We've got a fairly large fire burning north of the Hawkesbury region, the back end of the Lithgow area there, that's been burning up there. That fire has the potential to grow tomorrow under these sorts of conditions and eventually move through to places like the Hawkesbury and even the Central Coast. We've got the other fire that we saw only days ago that burned in the Blue Mountains, and whilst it's contained and being patrolled, it only takes one ember to blow out of that fire near, I think it was Woodford, that we had only a couple of days ago. It will only take one ember to blow out of that burnt out area into unburnt ground and be off and running. The susceptibility of ignition in our vegetation, because it is so dry, cannot be overstated.
While Australia faces a